name is Vito Bonanno. I'm an artist. I like a little bit of everything. Numbers and urban and graffiti and traffic lights and people and ceiling fans, urinals, mixed media art, that's what it's called.
Hi, my name is Cindy Watson, and I'm Vito's mom. When Vito was young, he was speech delayed. In an effort to communicate with him, he was taught how to do sort of comic strip type drawings. And so the grid style of drawing became part of his normal life, as part of his communication. And I think that inadvertently, this helped to develop in him this gift that he already had. This artistic and creative gift, and how he looks at the world so interestingly, and how he's so visual, and things that he sees just stay in his mind and his heart for a very long time. They never really get put into a drawer of memories. They stay present.
My kind of art's mostly, urban installation and childhood memory arts. Yeah, Hartford, Waterbury, and Bridgeport. Those are my three favorite cities. And I like to go around and make interesting art out of it. And when you're walking, and you would see toilets when you're walking, and you would see buildings when you're walking. You would see people that are not there. Anything that comes to my mind. You would see graffiti, it's not even there. And these are things that would occur, like lighthouses, airplanes.
As I found some classes that he could take where he could develop his art, he became very certain that art should be his vocation. Art was what he felt good at. Art was something that came naturally to him, and he felt confident about it, whereas in all the rest of his areas of his life, he didn't have a lot of confidence for obvious reasons.
My art does for me, it makes me feel better. Doesn't make me moody, it makes me happy when I do it. Calms me down when I do it. Especially when I'm watching TV. Instead of crying, I get a box and I get some supplies and I start drawing on the box.
I'm Michael Donahue. I'm Vito's art facilitator. I've known of Vito's work and of Vito for quite some time. He's kind of a character about town, and in terms of the art community, he's pretty well known around here. What I bring to the table when I'm working with him is just more, it's like half technique and half sort of like corralling his ideas. He has so many ideas constantly. He's constantly thinking. It's just the execution that he needs a little help with. I always look at Vito as like an artist of the people. Vito's a very good soul, so when he sees people that do these things to hurt other people on purpose, whether physically or emotionally, he can't really understand why these people would want to do that. So he has these characters that are very evil, and he'll obsess about that because he doesn't understand why, and I don't think any of us really understand why, so it's, in that way it's very universal.
The Artmobile and Truckn with Vito concept evolved because once Vito started to sell pieces, it really made him feel great. It really helped validate his whole self-esteem. But art shows are not every day. And so the concept came up of how could we get art out to the people in between those times, and then maybe to the people that don't normally go to art shows or go to the gallery. And the concept came up of creating a vendor-style truck so that we could drive that truck up to the street, any street corner, and open up and just start to display his art.
I am a gallery owner in New York City, Umbrella Arts, which is a gallery known for its access and engagement of the public and really exceptional artists like Vito Bonanno. I'd much rather go into an open vehicle that's set up like a gallery because it's unusual, it's fun, it's quick, and you don't feel any of the pressure. You're sitting in your office building and you've got your lunch break, and all of a sudden you see Trucking with Vito, and you go over and get in the truck and have this wonderful art experience, and maybe you'll even start a collection.
1 in 66 children now have autism. And In 10 or 15 years, those children are going to be looking for their vocation and their direction in life and their careers. And so Trucking with Vito is so important now to be able to get the message out that we need to provide the proper schools and the proper programs for these young adults to go to so that they can realize their dreams and their potential and that they can become self-sustaining.
The campaign Trucking with Vito hopes to enlighten the general public as to the gifts of people with autism and other disabilities, that they have special messages to send to us, images that we could never conjure up on our own. They have a cultural contribution that is formidable. Basically, it's a model. It's one of the first models I've ever seen or known about. And as we come to a town near you, people will get on board this campaign and help us provide opportunities and jobs.
Truckin' with Vito is a very expensive campaign to undertake because we have the truck and we need a driver because Vito doesn't drive, and we need to take care of all the gas and all the expenses that may come up. And we want to be able to have this campaign travel extensively. We have many different sponsorship levels, and we hope that you will join us on this journey with Trucking with Vito.
Vito's Highway, Vitohwy. And I travel and let people know I'm an artist.